Michela and Hus have been building their bus into a home on wheels for 3 years, and now they're almost finished. And today they're gonna give us a tour. Let's have a look.
This is a Setra bus, special edition from 1984, where only the driver was driving on the bottom and the rest was all up. So it's actually a double-decker, but only the driver is at the bottom and the rest is all storage and stuff. The bus itself, we bought it for I think 7,000 euros.
Do you know the consumption? How much?
Yeah, we actually have a problem with the tank, the flutter, so we don't really know how much diesel we have left in the tank. And I think it's something around 28 liters per 100.
Before I think this was a fridge.
Yeah, it was a fridge.
Yeah, it was a fridge, which should also be nice, but we liked it this way because we have a lot of shoes, apparently.
And you were always right hard on when you enter the bus, you need to take off your shoes.
Take off your shoes.
No shoe.
Which way?
No
yeah,
shoe
which way
policy.
better to have a shoe in the beginning of the bus?
I really wanted a relaxing space because in the yurt we didn't really have it.
We have a lot of storage underneath it, so...
But this is, yeah, it's not clean or something. We have storage in here as well, so you can also open this one. And
We
here
still have a lot of space.
we don't
Know what to do with it. And we wanted to have a big space to lie down with the two of us, because in the yurt we have this small couch. And it's nice, but we can't just go like, oh, and here we can really relax. This is a bunk bed. This is from my son. Important was that he had his own space, which we kind of created. He can keep the curtains closed if he wants to, and then we know we can't disrupt him. That's kind of a deal. It's not that big, of course, but it's his own area. So yeah, that's his.
And underneath is just a storage, or?
Yeah, actually some storage, and then here starts the shower.
And here are the other two bunk beds and our cat Moody.
Just to have the option, we decided to build two bunk beds because in my previous work I worked with youth that had a bit of a problems at home and stuff, and in the future I maybe still wanted to work with the same youth, but then it's my own vision to let them go travel with us, because lots of those guys they didn't even go to France, go to the bakery and say pour moi 2 croissants et une baguette. That's something totally strange for them, and I wanted to give them some experience in the future, but it's still working in my mind. But there are two beds.
So always can take hitchhikers as well.
Yeah, we took one 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago we took one with us, yeah.
This is my favorite place.
If we wanted to have one thing really good, it was the kitchen, because in the yurt we had a small place to cut our vegetables and then cook. But I wanted to have space. I wanted to. This is here I can cook.
And you got teeny tiny fridge.
Yeah, tiny fridge. Yeah.
An oven, but it doesn't work yet.
There's still a bit of a problem. The oven. It
Yeah.
keeps shutting down, but we'll manage.
Yeah. So the oven is running on gas.
Yeah. Only the oven and the fire is on gas. The rest is electricity. The heating is on a diesel. We have a small separate tank underneath, which I can fill up, and then my heating system runs on diesel. Yeah.
Can you tell a bit about electricity? How many solar panels and batteries you have?
We have 4 solar panels. This is the electronic grid, especially for us.
You have inverter for how many? 3 kilowatts. 3 kilowatt inverter and
Can you tell? Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And we have 2 DC-DC from engines that you can charge. 100 MPPT. So you calculated for your needs, right? Like you wrote down how much you have.
Yeah. We wrote down everything we wanted to need. Camera for my wife, the video camera, the laptops. We all need to have to.
Yeah.
So there had to be enough plugs.
And this is diesel heater. How big?
Yeah,
is it?
this is my diesel heater. This is the Autotherm Air 4D.
It's 4 kilowatts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally it's big enough for this kind of bus. Most of the woodwork was done by her father. You know, without him, we
No,
I mean,
true.
he was kind of hard sometimes. Like, use this not right. You have to do it again. And but I'm really glad he did so because he, yeah.
He was really strict on everything, using like we had to be precise and everything in millimeters. But that's also why the kitchen is so nice, I think.
Yeah, that's why.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a kitchen without. We wouldn't have a kitchen without my dad.
The difference, I'm gonna point it out, between the kitchen and everything. Paul was really supervising, and then he went on holiday, and then this happened.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's the difference.
we did that. And this is my father's. That is ours. This is our bed.
It's the only place I have to get down a bit. But it's okay because it's a nice area. It's big enough.
This is also my father's job. The nice areas are his. No, it's I really like it because it's not fully closed from the other side, but still, if Tibe is here, he's a son, then it's nice that it's a little bit separate from everything.
Yeah. And then under the bed you have storage?
Yeah, we do, but it's a bit heavy to lift up the
mattress.
The
The mattress is kind of heavy, but we still have storage.
But we have 3 panels here, so 3 different storage.
Also because it's important to get the mattress up, and then there's like this hatch to get to the engine from the above. I still wanted to get there when there should be some problems. We can still work from the top of the engine. It was kind of important.
And do you feel it when you stop? Is it warm from engine? Does it come heat up? Or?
It does heat up a little bit here. Yeah, this is the
So in
warmest
winter it's
place.
actually nice.
In winter it's nice, but in summer we had I had a few weddings in France.
38 degrees.
So then we were like, okay, we do need ventilation more here in this space because it's a little bit too.
It's too much. It's
We have these, but it's not enough. So we were thinking about having a window over there in the back of the bus.
It's kind of still possible, but we just have to figure out which one will.
Yeah.
So far you have been living just 1 month in it, so you're still adjusting.
Yeah, we're adjusting and
Finding out
yeah.
all kind of stuff like, oh, this should be a
This
bit
should be
different,
that,
or
this should be
this is how we should do this, or yeah.
And also experiencing winter will be something new for us because we haven't done it.
Nope. The bathroom is like it was the old toilet. When you go down, and there was like on the right there was a sink. That's it. And we totally stripped it. I took out the cabin of the toilet, and then we started rebuilding everything with a new floor. Even so, because we had a lot of rust on this side of the bus. So we built a lot of new bars, and then a new floor. Yeah, and now it's the shower with the toilet, and we especially goes for a compost toilet because I don't really like the smell of the chemicals when you use a chemical toilet.
This is our shower. It's a rain shower, but it's really nice actually. The only thing is that it doesn't like go super hard.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's about rain showers.
That's about rain showers. That's the only thing we need, so it's fine. And you're sitting on the toilet, so
Yeah. Nice. It's huge and they have so much space there.
yeah, that's nice,
Yeah,
right?
there's like
yeah. Yeah, Greece is almost here.
yeah.
Like it's, but it's, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I really like the shower space.
It's very big.
Yeah, I wanted it like this as well.
Nice.
To feel like a real house thing.
Alright, if you enjoyed this tour, leave the thumbs up and see you in the next one. Cheers!